Hey, let's bring in Max Kinkle. Max Kinkle, disc jockey here at the New York station, the overnight guy.
Now, you're telling me that wasn't... He's not back. That was an audition.
Yeah, if you bet money that Max Kinkle would be kept over, don't collect. Yeah. Hey, Max.
Hey.
How embarrassing.
I didn't know that. Max led me to believe he was back.
You paid for last night for your audition? You don't know?
I don't care right about now. I will later on.
Right.
But it'd be nice.
Evidently, all of the former disc jockeys here at the radio station, when we were Classic Rock, we're told that no one is fired. We're just evaluating. So the latest round of how to humiliate professional disc jockeys, which I always love to watch management do, is to make each disc jockey who's been on the air here 100 times audition in the new format.
No, I'm not humiliated by it.
You should. I know. Well,
no, I'm serious.
Really?
Hey, this is a piece of cake. It was a lot of fun.
Dude, they've heard you 100 times.
Yeah,
you don't think they know how you sound?
Not doing that. Not doing that.
What?
There is a difference.
There is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear a difference?
Explain to us what the difference is?
Yeah. I mean, I know you're playing different records, but it's basically this.
You're the same Max.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't change. Pete Fornatale had to do an audition.
No.
Yeah.
How long is Pete? Pete's an instructor. He's a professor in the industry.
I know.
He's auditioning.
There is a big difference, though. I mean, formerly, you would talk, and then the music would start.
Right.
Now, the music comes out of the chute, and you're talking over the beginning of the music, which is called the old intro days, and that's a piece of cake to me.
Yeah, I know.
I love that.
I know. It's the same thing.
So the big deal is talking over the music?
It's the same thing, but what they're doing is, let me tell you what management's doing. And Matt,
I'm just trying to get what he thinks is different about the job.
There's nothing different. But that was a good answer for Tom to hear. They're holding out morsels. They're saying, okay, hey, now, before we fire everyone, because I told you they're going to fire everyone. That's my guess.
You think it's across the board?
Everyone's out. Now, what they're doing is saying, okay, guys, you're on, we haven't used you in a while, but we want to be fair about this.
Everybody. We haven't heard you in this format.
We've never heard you in this format. You might be great.
Yeah, well, they haven't heard me yet.
Right. Well, they did last night.
Well, they're going to.
Right. Yeah.
They're going to play snippets of it or something.
Right. Once they hear you, if you're in, I mean.
That's it. I'm telling you.
You're going to blow them away.
It is, absolutely.
You don't understand. There's nothing wrong with your air shit. It's just that they want a whole new station.
Right.
So what they're going to do is they said to each jock, okay, come on in and audition.
And it's just one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a one-shot deal.
I thought you were going to be here, man.
Yeah, and then they can fire him and say, hey, your audition was okay.
We tried.
It doesn't fit. We tried. Yeah.
Except with me.
Well,
they're going to.
It's like the guy who buys the lottery ticket,
I'm going to be the $1 million winner.
Yeah.
The multi-winner, yeah. Well,
it's like letting the prisoners of Auschwitz take a stroll around the camp first, and they think, oh, this isn't so bad.
It's like the guys who used to get to work at Auschwitz. They thought they weren't going to go into the oven.
Right. You got Max's audition? Let me hear. Guy's been in the business 300 years and got auditioned.
I wish we had one of his old shows where we could compare.
Yeah, you'll see a difference. There is a difference because the presentation is entirely.
If Tom ever asked me to audition in his new format, I would pick up the phone. I'd say, Tom, you know what? Why don't you pull your pants down in the middle of Times Square and show everyone your pathetic penis? All right? You haven't heard me? You've never heard me be a DJ?
Whose idea was this?
Well, it's a management ploy to sort of say, hey, we tried.
Yeah, I just wonder who sat in a room and said, all right, here's what we'll do.
Well, it doesn't make
I don't know. I would have just fired. This reeks of Tom.
Yeah.
I would have just fired all the jocks.
They didn't have to bring me back.
Yeah, well, they're doing it. No, it's a public relations. It's a public relations move. It's like, hey, we tried all the jocks. It's not like we didn't. We want to keep them. Right. It's just that Max and fit into the new format. We even auditioned them and we let them.
They're the good guys of fire.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're going to be the good guys. Everyone will leave amicably. Let me hear your audition.
The new 92.3 K-Rock. Machine Head Max here with you.
You took the name Machine Head Max?
I'll take anything.
He called himself Missile Head. He didn't know from break to break who he was.
Whatever,
I think he forgot the name Missile Head and went with Machine Head.
No, Missile Head's down there later on.
I think he was trying every name.
You know what? I like that.
Listen, do you just try on the first pair of shoes when you hit the store? No.
You know what? I like your attitude.
I put my tootsies and everything.
I like your attitude.
Machine head, missile head.
I think even if he gets the job, he should keep all of those names.
Absolutely.
In fact, maybe he's the only disc jockey they need.
Yeah.
He can be everybody.
There you go.
For one shift, he could be Machine Head Max, and then he could be Missile Head Max.
Tom comes in and affectionately says, "Hey, Missile Head, how you doing?"
Is he?
Yeah.
Because he's the good guy.
That's it.
Hey, we love Max.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Well, I see in the paper here today, Mark Cannizzaro, New York Post says the Steelers are going to lower the curtain on the Cowboys.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Mark, did you step off the curb of life or something? Running to an 8th Avenue bus or something? I don't see the Steelers do it. Yeah, what the hell? I'm there with my sons and everything else, like everybody else going, yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah, I rooted for that team all along. Sure. That's the one I wanted, yeah. Here's Peter Murphy for Kinkle on K-Rock. Kinkle.
Nice. Let me tell you something.
It's going to work. It's no problem about it.
It works.
Absolutely.
It works for me.
I'm telling you right now, afternoons, evenings, everything's applicable to me.
I think they ought to get you the hell off the overnight.
That's exactly right.
For other day parts.
Well, everybody is, isn't it? Aren't they?
Yeah, why do you have to be overnight?
I'm not being, disrespectful to the previous tenant.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself. Come on.
Max is looking.
I got creditors like anybody else.
While I was playing that rap, Max was looking at me like he had just written the song that he was playing.
It was like a guy sitting here when you're playing your record. He's looking at you to see you go along with it.
You sounded good, though.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I really did. I thought it sounded good.
Yeah.
A little conversational, a little about the Pittsburgh and Dallas controversy, the whole thing. Kinkle on K-Rock.
That's it, baby, right there.
That's it.
That's the sound they're looking for.
Whatever time Barry puts me in, number 1 and 6.
Why don't you call yourself the K-Man of K-Rock?
Yeah, I could do that, too.
He doesn't care. He'll dress up in women's clothing.
You want to see him? I brought him with me.
All right. I don't care what you're doing. So Smashing Pumpkins?
The new 92.3 K-Rock. And the Max Man right here with you. It is a Monday. At a couple minutes past, 7 minutes past 5 o'clock. Oh, that means Howard's right around the corner. Not there yet. No. I do see a blister in the sun. Come on. Let's tell it for what it is.
I never know what Max is talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about.
It sounds like there's a lot of fun going on.
Well, wait, keep listening.
Right. All right.
That's it. I'm being politically correct. This is Violent Femmes. K-Rock. You went over it today.
I don't even care what you're talking about.
Okay, good.
It just sounds like you're having a good... It sounds like you're drunk.
It was a great time. I know, where's those bottles?
It sounds like Max is like having a conversation in his head during the whole airship, but when he opens the microphone, you get a chunk of it.
It's the muttering of a madman.
Exactly right. Just hold on.
That's good. You should call yourself Serial Killer Max.
Mad Max.
Mad Max.
I'm hoping that he take all the names and confuse them and keep writing out checks for everybody.
Mad Max. I like that, Mad Max.
Now you don't have to make sense. You're Mad Max.
That's exactly right. I was Mad Max.
I like it.
I think it works great. Well, not over yet.
A lot of guys would have choked during a audition. You didn't.
No way.
Now, he was telling me some of the other guys would probably have trouble with it.
Yeah.
Only from the standpoint of, going forward like that. When the old days, you talked and then the music started, and that was it.
Right. You're used to talking
I'm used to boom, go, fly. Go.
Yeah. Let it keep coming. You like this better.
Bring the beast on.
This is more you than the other thing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I love all this stuff.
Yeah. I think Max took acid for that airship. Just to feel younger. I think it works.
I'm looking it already.
I think it works.
I think it does, too.
Yeah. Your
birthday party was great.
If you get an interview with Kevin, dye your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be gray walking in on a new alternative station. You know what I mean?
Got to go back to the hair dye.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Guy from L.A. stops me talking to me at your birthday bash.
Yeah.
And the guy's complimenting. He says, I heard you on with Howard lots of times and everything else. You were great. Everybody on L.A. loves you. And I said, oh, yeah. Whatever he's saying, I like it, Then all of a sudden he says, I love your look. I said, what do you mean, my look?
Which guy is this, the PD?
No, it was a guy at the party. I don't know.
It was probably some fag.
Well, I don't know.
I love your look.
So he goes like this. He says, I love your look. He says, that silver hair with the black beard and a little gray. He says, who did that for you? And I said, Mother Nature.
Right.
Where are they located? He goes,
that's pretty good.
I said, around the corner of Madison Avenue. Where are they located?
Who did that for you?
Boy Bauer.
Who created that mess? Mother Nature. Oh, good. Yeah, that's a cool shop. Tom, why don't you come in and tell Max he's fired? Leave the guy alone already.
Are there other auditionees? Have I missed something? Was weekend audition weekend?
Pete Fornatello auditioned a while ago.
Yeah.
They put him on like 2 to 6 at night. In the morning, rather.
So everybody's auditioning overnight.
I think Dave Herman was the only one with balls who actually said...
no audition.
He said, come on, guys. Stop it already. I've been on the air 23 years. What are you doing to me? Why do you humiliate me?
No.
What is it?
What? You called me.
Why don't you tell Max he's fired?
No,
tell him now.
I'm not going to do that.
Why not? What are you going to tell him already? Why are you keeping the guy hanging around? He could be out looking for jobs. He's hanging around here thinking you're actually auditioning him. He really believes it.
You really are enjoying it.
He's a great guy. Why are you doing this to him?
He's a terrific guy.
Let him off the hook already. Take him aside and say, Max, don't you know listen, don't be thick. The audition is a ruse.
He's gonna let everybody, the powers to be, hear it. That's right.
The programming
no one's gonna hear it, Max.
No, they're gonna hear it.
The only one's hearing it. The only one's hearing it is us. They've heard you already.
Well, then guess what? If they don't hear it, they're gonna regret it because they're gonna make another big mistake. That's all.
Time to bet on Max's future.
The other big mistake was they didn't garner you faster than what they did.
Right.
They would have been making gazillions more.
What? I don't know what he's saying.
You know?
I love him.
But that's Mad Max.
I love Mad Max. Mad Max just says stuff. And some of it you get into and some of it you don't.
Some of it you don't.
It's on the subject or on the topic and sometimes it's not.
But it's always fun.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you what's going on. And Tom, wink to Max so he gets it. The audition thing is to say, okay, we didn't fire anyone. This is like cool. Like after a while, they're hoping people will forget. We don't fire anyone. That's the first step.
Yeah.
Just everyone take a rest while we introduce the new format.
I know that.
And while you're resting, they know next like you're going to keep calling in and going, what's going on? My job.
No. Amend that.
All right.
Now, once did I call?
No. Okay.
Nobody.
All right.
You didn't even ask for an audience.
Nope.
So the newspapers called, what are you doing with the old jocks? The newspapers never supported the old jocks.
Nah?
But as soon as they hear they're going to be fired, they're ready to go, oh, look what they're doing to these great guys. They could care less.
Right.
So now Tom is in a public relations situation. What do I do? Should I just fire everyone? No, I'm not going to fire everyone. We're going to give them a chance to work into the new format.
Well,
we'll give them an audition just like we'd give anybody else.
Is the glass half empty? Is it half full? I'd like to look at it from my perspective. Tom's, he's executing some great business acumen here, and he's saying, look let's audition this guy. We don't have to bring him back.
Tom, can I be there when you fire Max? I want to see the look on his face.
Absolutely.
We're going to catch him by surprise.
I'll turn around and say the same thing. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. What the hell?
Why not try?
That's it. Why not try?
But what I'm saying is, it's like trying to... when something's hopeless?
Yeah.
And they have you... I got a hamster at home. I'll give you an example, all right? He's in a glass...
I don't know if we want to hear this.
He's in a glass and steel cage. And every night...
Running that wheel of life.
Every night he gets into that wheel and he goes round and round because he thinks he's going to get out.
He's going to get somewhere.
He's going somewhere.
And I'm looking at him going,
yeah,
the stupid hamster. Doesn't he see he's going round and round the wheel? Now, you're the hamster, the station is the wheel, and Tom is me looking in the glass.
Yeah, but listen, this guy, all you have to do is jump on a wheel, and what do? You feed him, he goes back into his nice, clean environment.
Well, all right.
What do you think I'm going to do? You're not going to get through to me on it. Not at all.
Tom, it is humiliating to ask guys who've been on the air over 20 years.
Maybe some other people.
No, not you. I'm not talking about you. For over 20 years.
See, this guy is going to do the right thing, though, because the powers that be they're going to hear
this guy's not going to do the right thing. He's a great guy. Tom's a nice guy, but Tom does not do the right thing.
Don't say that.
He's trying to look like a nice guy. This is going to ease Tom's conscience before he gives you the bullet in the head. Get Vietnam all over again.
Fred, get the sound effects ready.
If you were right,
yeah.
Do you think people who would be let go, which would they prefer? To have felt like
false hope?
I see, but I don't see this false hope.
Oh, please. You don't know what Max sounds like on the air?
No, I do. Absolutely know what Max sounds like.
You don't know what Pete Fornatale sounds like?
Around smashing pumpkins and blind melon? No.
Oh, makes a difference.
What's the difference?
I'll tell you what you could do.
You're saying I don't know
Max's old rap and put it in...
We don't know what you sound like around...
Well, you will later on.
Right, absolutely.
Now you'll know.
He's going to hear it. And then the other powers that be, what's it?
But it is embarrassing.
It's a sound.
Yeah, he's got something here.
Tom doesn't understand something that guys who have been on the air... I'm not talking Max. You have a good attitude about it. But guys who have been on the air...
Tom understands
for 20-some... No, you don't. Believe me, you don't. You don't perform. For 20 years, if you're doing something on the air, it's really embarrassing to be publicly humiliated to get on and do an audition at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's just... It's humiliating.
He read your first book, didn't he?
Pete picked that himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't want anybody to hear it.
It's embarrassing. What do you think he went on at 2 in the morning?
But he read your first book, Private Parts, where you detail how they brought you to NBC and they put you on in the middle of the night and how humiliating it was.
It was to crush me and dampen my spirit. And Tom will never understand this. It was like, man, I came out of Washington. I was a huge star. I was hired by NBC.
Morning man of Washington.
Put under contract to be their afternoon guy, and suddenly, at a whim, someone says to me, you go on and show us how you're going to sound. And I said, what?
Well, I mean, I can understand that.
And I was a peckerhead back then, and I just went ahead and did it. But
absolutely.
But because I was desperate, and I understand but believe me, I was the same peckerhead you were.
That's exactly right. What I was trying to say. But when I was in Detroit, I wasn't Joe.
I know. It's hard to deal with.
There.
No kidding. That's why I'm fighting your cause.
I know you are, but guess what?
I say just fire the guy. Give me some dignity.
I don't think he's gonna.
It's like when you came back from Nam and the hippies were spitting on you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Give me some dignity, man. I went and I fought for my country. Is that so bad? Maybe the war wasn't just or something. That's your opinion. But give me the dignity.
It's not my fault.
Give me dignity, Tom. Dignity.
So that's why when they take a listen to the tape later on, they're going to say, hey, you know what?
They're not going to say that, Max. It's over, Max. Tom, tell them, will you? This is pathetic. You got the guy. It's over. How much you want to bet it's over? How much you want to bet it's over? I know these things.
Well, now.
I don't want to bet. Yeah, I don't want to bet.
What are you, a yes or?
I will never bet you. All right. The guillotine is falling 3,000 miles an hour. Nobody sees it coming.
Where are these other people? Who else is auditioning? Are these new people auditioning, or do they just know how they sound?
The new people, they're going to be, hippies.
Yeah.
There are no new people.
Yeah. Sounds like you guys are really well thought out with this format.
Absolutely.
No one can even find a disc jockey. Listen, at some point you're going to have to fire these guys, and we're going to have to get on with a new sound.
At one point,
Tom, you're going to have to do it already.
They're going to turn around. They're going to sit down. They're going to say, hey, we got to take somebody that's got at least a little bit of an image around here and put them in a different time period that people in this town know and give it a shot that way. That's all.
But don't they usually, when a new format comes on, don't they already have all that stuff in place? Like who's going to be on the station? Yeah. And when they do the change and
if anything, these guys...
It's all new.
You want my opinion? I hate to say this.
They've got the world right there in a cup. I mean, they've done everything. They've got all this free publicity. Right. They didn't pay a dime for that. They got everybody out there listening, see what's going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you something.
They've got everything in their corner. So what's wrong with that? I have no qualms about them for good.
Personally, I like it without the disc jockeys. Maybe I'm nuts.
The only problem
I know.
Sounds great.
The only problem you face is that my son and a lot of his friends, they love what they're doing here.
Yeah.
But a lot of them admit they don't know who the music is because nobody identifies it.
Right.
And people still identify with somebody, a voice that's on the radio.
Of course.
Whether it's male, woman, whatever it is, somebody they identify with.
Someone like Mad Max.
Hopefully. Hopefully be one.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Mad Max, everybody. Listen,
you got to love Max spirit.
You do. I bet you.
You're going to be the happiest day. The happiest day ever came into your mind when you turn around and say, I think this guy made a lot of sense. We're going to put him on for 6 months.
Please.
Oh, please.
He's now lobbying for 6 months of audition.
Yeah. I don't care. That's fine by me.
Tryout.
Live a little bit.
Hey, what happens? 6 months comes down a pipe, and these guys are banging a hell of a nice number in the afternoon or something like that.
Right.
Then what are they going to do? They're going to turn around and say, you know what?
Mad Max.
Hey, let's sit down and talk something again.
Love you, man.
Max, no.
I'm going to miss you the most.
Always banging out a number.
You're not going to miss me.
He's banging out a number.
And they're going to turn around. They're going to be like, boy, they say, we should have done something.
Tom loves your spirit. He loves to watch.
He's going to love the numbers.
You're the most fun to fire.
He's going to love the numbers. He's going to
watch you emotionally destroy yourself.
He's going to give me a big hug and a kiss, and he'd say, hey, boy, am I glad I didn't get rid of you.
Right.
Tom is sitting there saying, I love Max's spirit, and that's the kind of spirit that's going to get him over the firing.
And get him a good job at a steel mill.
Hey, that could be, too. That could happen, too. But,
I know.
Max, I'm going to tell you something. Just hearing a couple of minutes of your audition tape, I'm being serious now.
Well, good.
It's entertaining and it's fun, and I would hire you.
And that had to be right on the shot.
I'm serious. I liked it.
Yeah.
I'm being serious now.
Well, wait till I hear it.
Yeah.
And you may be right.
Well,
that's the whole thing. You may be right.
I like the hamster in the cage, Tom. I am no fool. I'm a good judge of character, and I know Tom's character.
Yeah, but I'm sure.
And no offense to Tom, but this is a charade. It's not Tom's charade alone. It's a management thing. They're trying to do a right public relations thing. But Max, it's over. It's over. Don't even send out tapes. I'm telling you. Okay. It's just because anybody who was here
could be
is gone. You got to start new, and it's a sad fact of radio. We all know it going in. And Tom won't tell you this. Tom's going to keep you twisting in the wind. Only I will tell you this because I'm a man of character.
I know you are.
I have high moral character.
You know how they say when you're taking a piece of tape off a hairy arm, it's better to just rip it off and let it hurt.
Right.
Than to just slowly take it off.
Rip the Band-Aid.
And have that pain go on and on and on.
You're just pulling it. He's pulling your string slowly, and I love you. That's why I'm not letting this happen to you. That's why I'm breaking the news to you, so you won't be shocked when it happens.
Good work, Fred.
I'd love to hook Tom up to a lie detector and say, is there any chance that Max can work here? And Max, your audition is fine.
Yeah.
You're fantastic.
There's nothing wrong.
All right, now let's look at a pragmatic.
As a DJ.
There's nothing to look at. It's over.
Yeah, where am I going to go and cut a tape like that unless I get a chance to do it right
You did a great job.
Now I can take this tape and I can go and market it.
Right.
The man tells me it's over and done with. Fine.
Right.
But, hey,
You have it.
I have the right to go and turn around. And if you consider it humiliation, I don't. You know?
Not at all. I'm glad you have a good
I like everybody here. Everybody's been very kind to me.
Right.
I don't think I've ever worked in another studio in my life that I've had as much fun with.
Oh, Tom's going to love firing you.
Well,
You're going to be fun. You're going to be fun.
Not you, him. I think every... What's that?
Not you.
He means you, Max. You're two nice guys. Even Tom is feeling real bad about how he has to fire you.
Don't think so well.
What was the one thing I said to you this morning when I saw you, when you came into the newsroom and you said hi to me and everything?
Do you think I understand what you're saying?
Oh, stop it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
What did he say? Do you know?
I'm trying to think. He babbled on about all the nice words we said about him, and I couldn't remember what those were. But I accept anyway.
Yeah.
And then he says, it feels good to be here, and I thought he had a job the way he was talking.
No.
I came into Robin. Robin goes, do you believe it? They hired Max?
I
said, of course they didn't hire Max. This is the audition stick.
See, I told you I don't understand what you're talking about.
I said to her, I said, hey, look, it's only for today. That's it. You know, but it's a good shot, and I'll take it.
Well,
he said that. I missed it completely.
I know you did.
Listen, Max is under a lot of stress.
You don't miss anything. Don't tell me.
He's a week away from bankruptcy.
You could be halfway comatose, and you still pick up on everything.
Well, Maxie, listen, I love you.
I love you, too.
We both love you. You know that.
I know that.
Tom who is the one who's going to fire
Tom is an evil.
All right? Trust me when I tell you that. And just because I'm the bearer of bad news,
don't blame
me.
I'm not blaming
If I own this station, you'd be here. You have a lifetime
contract. I'm not blaming anybody. I don't blame this guy either. I don't blame anybody.
Just somebody you haven't been fired yet.
Nobody has. Well, as far as I'm concerned,
got hope.
That could happen any time. They call me back. They asked me to do a show. I said, fine.
Now, Tom, how long will it take you to evaluate Max's tape before you can have an answer for him?
When will he get an answer now? How long does he have to wait?
Hopefully it'll happen real quickly.
I see.
Now, let me ask another question, Howard. This is something we have not addressed. How many slots are there?
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
We get off the air at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's about 2 slots open. No, we get off at 10. There's a 10 to 2 guy. All right. Then you got a 2 to 6.
Yeah, that's 2.
Then you got a 6 to 10.
Yeah, that's 3.
10 to 2.
Okay, 4.
And then, of course, the overnight slot,
that's
2 to 6.
5.
That's 5 slots.
And then you have...
And you got to hire a check.
Weekends.
You got weekends. You got various weekend people.
Yeah, because we haven't even considered what happened to Zachary and all of that.
Well, we're going to get these young punks in here to do these air shifts that'll work 6 days a week.
Ah, so it's going to be a 6-day week.
There's going to be less part-timers.
Oh, and...
Tom, I don't know if you thought of that yet, but that's going to happen.
There'll be some part-timers and fill-in people.
But very few.
Okay, maybe those slots would go to...
No.
No?
No. No. It's over.
All
new.
It's over.
There he goes.
It's over.
Nothing is over. Nothing is over.
You just don't turn it off. It wasn't my war.
It's over, Maxie. But no, that will be it. And then you got to hire a chick, right? We got to get a woman in here.
Well, she gets one of the slots, Howard.
She gets middays. On these alternative stations, the chick is midday.
The woman gets the middays?
Yeah.
No, that's just like the old rock and roll.
Yeah. I know how it works.
Hey,
It's already in the card.
Oh.
It's like the tarot. I was 11 years old when I got into the tarot. I worked the cards twice, and 2 times I did a reading on my aunt, and both times the death card came up, and she died within the year.
Oh.
When it's in the cards, it's in the cards. Do you understand, Max? It's over.
You didn't see me in the
Tom
card.
won't tell you.
You didn't see me in the card.
No, I didn't.
You saw all of these.
I don't mess with those cards.
You saw all these other guys. You didn't see me in the card.
You want me to ask the Magic 8-Ball?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
You want to check the Magic 8-Ball?
No.
You don't feel like checking, Max?
No.
You don't want to know?
No. All right, check it out.
You don't want to know.
Rig the 8-ball.
I didn't say that.
Better off with that.
I'll ask the Sylvester Stallone 8-Ball.
Max's favorite 8-ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fred's going to get the 8-ball.
Oh, yes, it's not in here.
But anyway, listen, that's what happens.
That's a good sign right there.
When a station changes format, they do a clean sweep. And I love you. Your audition sounds great. Let me hear a little more. Tom, listen, really, please, give the man a chance.
92.3.
Listen to this.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Please. 1 hot minute. Giving you Warped. That's Max Man right here. That's almost like an oxymoron. No, he's just not wrapped too tight. That's all, Mommy. Thanks for the
integrated.
Howard Stern at 6 this morning. Yes, it will be once again laugh out loud funny time. So fasten your seatbelt.
Fantastic. Fantastic. As good as that is, you'll see. You're gone.
That's
fine. That's fine. You know,
don't blame me, though. I'm not the one doing it.
You don't blame them, too. They're going to hear it. They'll say, you know, that guy you had on, you should have hired him. You should have hired him.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you heard some of these alternative stations around the country?
Yeah.
Don't call us alternative.
What are we?
We're new.
It's the rock station for the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
We're new.
Tom doesn't want us to be pigeonholed.
I see.
Well, I agree with him on that.
You better agree with him on everything.
Well, then, you know, there is a chance. If we're not alternative, maybe we're going to have old jocks.
That's right.
It's good. It's good. You play it, and that's it.
Which 8-ball should we use? The Cato 8-ball?
Cato's good.
Cato?
Arnold's good.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. This thing's all on pre-packaged cards.
No, but we don't. It's
we don't know where it's going to come out.
We don't know. He's got the cart in his hand.
I really don't know.
I don't know.
Magic 8-ball. Will Max get a job here at the station?
Yes.
Cato 8-ball.
Cato 8-ball says yes.
What was I telling you all the time? Didn't I tell you?
You were afraid of the 8-ball.
Wait a minute. Are you kidding me?
Moron. Don't you fix these?
We need a couple of handy wipes over here.
Thank you.
You think I'm going to say no with Max?
Oh, you did fix them. You're not such a moron. All right. Very good, Max. God bless you. Congratulations on your great audition.
We'll be back here.
You did a good job, Tom. Do what you got to do.
A great job.
I understand what you have to do. It's not easy. You're trying to do it the best way you know.
Have they told you any time frame?
Right. What? They told them
if they're going to like it, they'll call me. If they don't call me...
Who called you for the audition? Tom himself?
No, Andre did.
Andre. Well, that's a good sign.
What did he say? What did he say?
Don't you see it as a bad sign that, like, you've been doing radio for, like, 20 years or something, and then the guy... You have to audition.
Right.
What does that tell you?
That tells you you're not in.
Because they'd say, hey, wait, that guy's great on the air. Who needs to... Let's get him signed up.
Let's have him here.
Right.
But if they're auditioning you, you're a no trying to convert to a yes.
You think anyone auditions me? Either they want me or they don't.
Guess what? We stayed during that 2-week hiatus.
Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I figured this came out a long time ago. You're caught in a bad situation.
Yeah.
All right. Listen.
What's the best thing to do is make a good thing out of a bad situation.
What?
I'm trying to remember the bet.
Well, no one would even take my bet on Max. I wanted to bet that Max was out of here. But no one would even take my bet. No offense, Max. I was trying to make a little money off of yours. And I was going to give you 50%.
Nobody wants to deny you, but everybody had a good, positive feeling. Right. You put all that positive feeling.
Boy, is he amazing. He's Mr. Spin Control.
That's it. That's what you got to do. You got to feel good about something.
Because I was trying to remember, you're now saying it's a clean sweep, but I thought you were betting somebody would stay.
No. All right. Listen, Robin, enough. Max doesn't need any more reality. He's had enough this morning.
No, I'm fine. I can
okay.
No problem. No problem. All right, now I can equally, if this, conversely, it takes place that I am back here.
What?
There he goes, ripping it up.
We're ripping the hair off your arm. All right, Max, thank you so much for coming in.
If I'm back again...
I love you. I hope you're here.
And I can come back on and you'll say...
We wish you luck.
You know
Even if you're not back, I would like you to come back and just visit with us.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, too.
All right. Very good. The great Max Kinkle, Mad Max.
Progress in getting a new job.
Right. Metalhead Max.
Maybe in L.A. after this. Who the hell knows?
Right. You might end up there.
I may be on another station in town here.
You don't know.
It's over, Max.
And you know what? The station, there is a threat, and it's a good threat because Mad Max against us would be terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, you got to think about that.
I'd rather be with you than against you.
You can't buy rumors. You can't invest in rumors. You know.
Right.
You know, there's people that are talking about, doing A little half of what classic rock, K-Rock is.
That's
A
right.
little CBS FM.
And I'm sure
I'd be perfect for that.
Right.
You know?
Listen, Max.
But I'd be perfect right here. They're going to realize that they're going to wake up and they're going to say, hey, look at this.
All right, with that, I've got to say commercial break.
Right.
Wait a minute.
No. I got to take a commercial break.
It's unbelievable.
One more thing to say.
Yeah.
Give Max the tape.
Yeah.
I absolutely need the tape.
Yeah, you need that tape.
Yeah.
The great Max Kinkle, everyone. Tom Chiusano. We're going to take a break, Robin.